everyone, so welcome you all to a show tutorials Meghalaya's first AMTED channel. So my dear friends, today we are going to study Unit 3 Chapter 2. The name of Chapter 2 is Systems of Medicine and Quackery, alright? So let us see. So let me zoom the screen for you. Alright, so I hope it is clear now, you can see it well, right? So systems of medicine and quackery. So here we are going to learn about the different systems of medicines like UNIT system, allopathy, homeopathy, right? And then we are going to learn in detail about who is a quack. Are you and me quacks? So let us see who are quacks, right? So various systems of medicines in India. See, basically we are talking about the country India, our own country, right? So let us see. There may be one or more Veds, Hakims, homeopaths or allopathics in your locality. Now see, Ved, then Hakims, then homeopaths and allopathics. Who are these? These are the kind of doctors or the kind of people who treat different type of diseases using different systems of medicine, right? So in your locality, in your town, in your city, you might be having some of these people, right? So all these people practice medicine, right? So what do? They practice the medicine. So they follow different systems of medicine, right? So there are different systems of medicines which they follow. So following are some of the main systems of medicine prevalent in our country. So here, they are trying to show some of the examples of the different types of medicines which we find in our country India, right? So what are they? Number one is Ayurvedic system. So what is Ayurvedic system? That one we are going to see as we proceed in this chapter. Alright, then what is Unani system? This one also we are going to see. Then what is Siddha system? This also we will see. Then what is naturopathy? This system of medicine also we will see. Then homeopathy, and last but not the least we will also see what is allopathy, right? Allopathy. So how many systems of medicines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these 6 systems of medicines you have to remember, my dear class 10 boys and girls, right? So these systems of medicines, maybe you might be asked to explain each one of them. So you have to explain like what is the origin, what is the history, then what are the symptoms, or what are the ways or the procedures or the strategies which are used in this type of medicine system. Alright, that you have to know in detail, which I will be explaining as we proceed further on this chapter. So let's go down now. So in the science of curing diseases, there are 2 areas of study: medicine and surgery. See, in the science of curing, so when somebody wants to get cured of his or her diseases, there are 2 possibilities. The first one is that the disease might be cured just by taking the medications, just by taking the medicines, or there might be a case in which the surgery might be needed or the operation might be needed. Alright, so there are 2 possibilities whenever somebody gets certain type of diseases. So medicine is the science of healing diseases by the administration of internal and external remedies. Now see, what is a medicine? So this is the definition of medicine. So what is medicine? Medicine is a science of what? Science of healing the diseases, both from the internal as well as the external remedies. Internally also, because you are taking the medicines externally and you are getting healed from inside, right? Internally you are getting healed. Now surgery, this is also surgery is that branch of medicine in which treatment of disease is done by removal or operation of diseased tissue. Now you know what a surgery is, right? So suppose if somebody is suffering from gallbladder stone, so the only cure is surgery or operation. Gallbladder stone cannot be treated with medicine, right? It has to be removed completely in order to cure the person suffering from gallbladder stone, right? Now let's see another one. What we have: the practice of medicine and surgery has been prevalent in India since ancient time, which means medicine and surgery were available in India from a long time back, like since long ancient time, right? Now early concept of these were set out in the Vedas, Atharva Veda. Now see here, in Hinduism, or in India, we have different systems of medicines, right? So different systems of medicine, and at the same time what we have Vedas, right? There are 4 types of Vedas: Rig Veda, Atharva Veda, Samaveda, or what, right? So if you know, you comment in the comment section. So one of those Veda is Atharva Veda. All right, in Atharva Veda what happens, the concept of medicines and surgery were discussed. Early concepts of these were set out in where, in the Vedas or the Atharva Veda. You have to remember specifically the Atharva Veda here. Now Dhanvantari was regarded as the god of medicine. So you might be asked a simple question like, who is regarded as the god of medicine? You have to know that it is Dhanvantari who was regarded as the god of medicine, right? Now Sushruta and Charaka. Sushruta and Charaka were founders of Ayurvedic system of medicine. Now you see, who are Sushruta and Charaka? They were the founders. They were the founders of what? They are the founder of Ayurvedic system of medicine. So you have to remember, these are important points, class 10 boys and girls. So this work was compiled into 2 books. See, there were 2 books. One is Charaka Samhita, dealing with medicine. So the book dealing with medicine is known as Charaka Samhita, while the book dealing with surgery is known as Sushruta Samhita. Alright, you have to remember these points. Let's go down now. Let's see what more we have. So I hope you are understanding, right? If you're not understanding, please ask. Now you see, emphasis is laid on dietary control and use of herbal and mineral drugs in the Indian system of medicine. So you see, diets. We know that we need to eat a balanced diet containing proteins, fats, carbohydrates, minerals and vitamins, right? So what happens, the emphasis, the importance should be laid on the dietary control, and use of what? Use of herbal and mineral drugs, where in the Indian system of medicine. All right, so medicated oils and ghee are also used internally and externally. See, we all know what a ghee is, right? Ghee is what a ghee is, what an oil is. We all know that. So we use ghee and oil, right? When we cook, or when we eat bread, or when we eat rice, according to our own like and choices, we use them, right? So surgery was also quite advanced, and incision of wounds, removal of tumors, extraction of foreign bodies, and stitching of wounds were a common practice. See, even in the ancient time, what were common practice? Surgery was there, right? Those who are watching my video from history backgrounds, you will know very well that surgery was, prevalent during the ancient time. So what were the expertise, or what were the operations they used to do? They used to cut the wound, then remove the tumors, then they used to extract the foreign bodies, and they do the stitching also, stitching of the wound, right? Now Sushruta describes what? Knives. They have talked about knives, they have talked about scissors, they have talked about saws, needles, forceps and hooks, which were surgical instruments, right? So all these things were discussed in which book? Charaka Samhita or Sushruta Samhita? Of course, the Sushruta Samhita. Alright, you remember, S for Sushruta, S for surgery. Remember that, right? Let's go to the next now. See, the first system of medicine we will study here. What is that? That is Ayurvedic system of medicine. So who founded that? Who founded Ayurvedic system of medicine? It was, see here, Sushruta and Charaka were founders of the Ayurvedic system of medicine. You have to remember this, alright? Now you see, this system is based upon 3 substances present in the body. See, now Ayurvedic system of medicine is based on what? It is based on how many substances? 3 substances, which are found where? It is found in our body. That is Vayu, Pitta and Kapha. You have to remember this, alright? Vayu, Pitta and Kapha. So according to this system, or according to Ayurvedic system of medicine, what happens is that diseases are caused by faulty food. See, when something goes wrong in your food habits, then only diseases are caused according to Ayurveda, right? So according to this system, diseases are caused by faulty food or disturbance of mind and unhygienic habits. So it believes that when you are mentally disturbed, or when you are not maintaining cleanliness, or when you are not maintaining hygiene, and when you eat bad foods or spoiled food, then the diseases are caused. According to what? According to Ayurvedic system of medicines. All right. Now, elimination of the toxins from the body. What's that? Elimination of the toxins. What are toxins? Toxins are the unwanted waste from our body, or which is harmful to our body. So what happens? Elimination of this harmful waste from the body and the restoration of the internal equilibrium is done for curing the disease. Now what happens is that according to Ayurveda, the unwanted stuffs, the waste material, should be removed from our body, and the wanted or the needed substances should be restored into our body in order to cure the disease, according to Ayurveda. Now, the daily routine recommended by Ayurvedic practitioner is based on health principles like early rising. See, if you don't want to get sick, according to Ayurveda, what you have to do is that get up early in the morning, then go to washroom, then brush your teeth, then do a little bit of physical exercises, then take bath, and then you do pranayamas. Alright, so according to Ayurveda, these are the daily habits you should follow if you want to avoid the sickness. Alright, so all these items of personal hygiene are described in Ayurveda under the chapter Dinacharya and Rituacharya, etc. Alright, so all these chapters were discussed in detail where in Dinacharya and Rituacharya chapters. Alright, now let us see the second system of medicine. What is that? That is Unani system. What is that? Unani system. So what is Unani system? Let us see. This system of medicine was introduced in India around the 12th century by Muslim rulers. So you have to remember this. Unani system was introduced by whom? It was introduced by the Muslim rulers during which century? During the 12th century, right? Now what happens is that the original book of this system are in Arabic and Persian languages. So suppose if you are asked in fill in the blanks, what are the two languages in which the Unani system of medicines books are available, then your answer should be Arabic and Persian. Arabic and Persian books, Persian language, right? So this system is based upon 4 humors present in the body. See, it is based on 4 humors present in our body, that is Sauda, Safra, Balgam and Khoon. What is that? Sauda, Safra, Balgam and Khoon. So according to Unani system of medicine, it is based on 4 humors present in the body. What are that? Sauda, Safra, Balgam and Khoon. Emphasis is given in the system to examine the pulse or diagnosis. See, pulse rate is given importance here and diagnosis. Alright, so herbs, then minerals, etc. are used as medicine in this system. Now, what are the things which are used in Unani system as medicines? You can give the example to be herbs and minerals, etc. Right? Alright, let us slowly go down. So this is what now? This is Siddha system. What is that? Siddha system. The Siddha system of medicine is mainly practiced in Tamil Nadu. All of you know Tamil Nadu, right? And some parts of Kerala. So where do you find Tamil Nadu and Kerala? We find it towards the southern part of our country, right? Towards the South India. So in South India we find Tamil Nadu state and Kerala state, right? So the basic principle of this system are similar to Ayurveda. So Siddha system of medicine is similar to which one? To Ayurveda. Alright. The classical books of this system are written in Tamil language. Remember that the Siddha system of medicine book is written in which language? It is written in Tamil language. Alright. Now let us see naturopathy. This is very important and very easy and very, you should know about it, naturopathy. So this is based on natural philosophy. So hydrotherapy, enema, then fasting, then consuming green vegetables and massages, etc. are the main lines of treatment in this system. So suppose if somebody is suffering from a certain type of diseases, and if he or she wants to be treated by naturopathy, then what will happen is that hydrotherapy will be given to that person, then enema might be performed on that person, then that person might be asked to do fasting, then that person must be asked to consume green vegetables, and also the massage can be given to the person who wants to get treated through naturopathy system of medicine. All right, now let us come to homeopathy. What's that? Homeopathy. All right, so let's see what is this. So homeopathy is a unique speciality in the practice of medicine. It is unique. All right, this system is based upon the law of similars. Remember this word, similars. It is based on which law? It is based on similars law, called similia similibus. Similia similibus currentia, which means likes are cured by likes. So according to this system of medicines, likes are cured by likes. Alright, so according to this system, what happens? Diseases are cured by drugs which are capable of producing similar symptoms and complaints when given to a healthy person. Suppose medicines and drugs are given to a healthy person, then the similar symptoms should be produced in that person in order to heal him from that particular disease. So this seems to be a paradoxical, but it is true. Its truth has been verified by doctors during the past few centuries, ever since Dr. Samuel, this name is very, very important, Dr. Samuel Hahnemann made this startling discovery. It is said that even before Hahnemann, what happened? The ancient people of Greece, remember the country? Greece and India, right? Greece and India. The ancient people of Greece and India had similar ideas about this action of drugs. In this system, the doses of medicines given to a patient are so small that they do not produce any side effects. So most of you will know that when we are taking homeopathic medicines, what happens is that there are no side effects, right? That's why many people like to take homeopathic medicines, right? Because there are no side effects. So who is credited with homeopathy system of medicine? Which person? Which doctor? That is Dr. Samuel Hahnemann. Alright, remember that. Now let's come to the most popular one, that is allopathy system of medicine. What is allopathy? So allopathy is the system of medicine which is practiced by the MBBS doctors. So the MBBS doctors, the English doctors, the doctors who study science, the doctors who study biology, different type of fields. They go to dental study, BDS, they go for BDS, they go for MBBS, they go for doing eyes, visualization, anesthesia, right? So different types, physiotherapy, radiology. So all these comes under what? It comes under allopathy. Like Civil Hospital of Tura, Civil Hospital of Williamnagar, Civil Hospital of Shillong. So all these hospitals, they practice what? They practice the allopathy system of medicine, alright? Which means a well qualified doctors are available for the people, right? So it is a system of treating disease through drugs. What is drugs? Drugs means medicines, alright? So in allopathy, what happens? The patients are given the medicines after diagnosis of the ailment through complete investigation. Now you see, suppose you are not feeling well and you go to doctor complaining about you're having fever and all, then what the doctor will do? The doctor will not immediately give you the medicines. The doctor will try to find out what is the reason why you are getting fever. So he might ask you to do certain tests. Suppose if the doctor is doubting that you might be suffering from malaria, then he will give you MP test, right? Malarial parasite test. Likewise, when you are diagnosed that, oh yes, you have got malaria positive, then only the treatment will start, right? The main criterion of investigation is to find anatomical and physiological deviation from the normal which manifest as a disease. So the doctor wants to find out, like, yes, what is something abnormality or physiological deviation which is developed in the person that is causing the disease or the infection into a person's body. So that is what the allopathic doctors, they want to find out. Now the focus is on detection, prevention, immunization and control by drugs. So where do allopathic doctors they focus on detection. They will detect, like, yes, what is the problem, like why, what is the reason. They will try to find out. After that, they will try to prevent it, right? Then detection, then prevention means we always know that prevention is always better than cure, right? So we always try to prevent the disease, because once somebody is infected, then treatment can be done. But if we are preventing that disease to happen, then it is very good thing, right? You don't have to waste your money, you don't have to waste your energy and time, right? So we believe that prevention is always better than cure. Now, immunization, you know what is immunization, right? So when we were small, we were given the BCG, we were given the polio drugs, right? That is immunization. Now, controlled by drugs, and also the medicines. Drugs means medicines, remember that, right? I hope it is easy, right? Good. Don't feel bored, right? Don't feel sleepy. I think you are trying to sleep. Don't sleep. Well, let's continue now. So what we have, so as you can see here, there are specializations dealing with what? Dealing with the health problems of particular age group, specializations using specific therapeutic procedures, specialties dealing with incidents, disturbance, control and prevention of diseases, and specialties dealing with health problems associated with specific environments, like problem involved in flying or sailing. There are further specializations within different specializations like dentistry. See, my dear students, even you have no idea, even I have no idea, like there are this allopathic branch of medicine is so much broad, so much vast, that we have no idea. So they have mentioned different type of these specializations which the doctors can do in order to become a professional doctor in that field. So here you can see examples given for dentistry. What is dentistry? It is the doctor who studies about the teeth, right? Now, considering the development of medicine and surgery, see, medicine and surgery. So there are two types of doctors. Basically, you'll see the doctor who are surgeons and the doctors who study medicine. So whenever you are having problems, common problems like fever, flu, headache, then you should always go to MD doctor. MD means what? Doctor of medicine, right? So you should go to MD doctors. Now, innumerable career opportunities both in medical and paramedical fields are available. So that's why you should know, like after class 12, that you need to clear the NEET, right? You need to clear the NEET exam in order to do what? In order to become a professional doctors, right? You have to go for MBBS, then only again 2 years of specialization you have to do. So 5 to 7 years or 8 years are needed in order to become a professional medical doctor, right? Let me continue here. So it is evident that these opportunities are more in allopathic than in any other field of medicine. So we have seen different type of medicine system, right? Like Unani system, Ayurvedic system, Siddha system. So it says that allopathic system is the most broad one, means many opportunities are there. So these career opportunities, though innumerable, can be classified under the following major areas. See, now even though it is a vast field of study, what happens is that it can be broadly divided into 4 types. That is the care of ill and injured, the care of ill and injured, then the prevention of illness, working with people in hospitals and community, and working in a laboratory, right? So let us see using services and products. Now, what does it say? So it is very difficult for an ordinary person to be well informed about all these specializations and facilities available for solving health problems. See, if you are a layman, if you are an ignorant person, which means you do not have any idea to which doctor you should go. Suppose you are having tooth problem and you are going to eye specialist, it will not help. Suppose if you are having a problem related to skin rashes, you should go to a skin specialist. You should not go to a dentist, right? So you should know to which doctor you should go. To be on the safe side, it is good idea to have a family physician who can take care of most of the ailments and health problems of your family, and also help you to get the services of competent specialist when needed. See, now it is advisable that if you have doctors who are your friends, then it is very good for you, because you, for any kind of problem, you can take the reference of your family doctor. So see, my dear friends, I myself, I am very happy, I'm very fortunate that I have my friends who have studied MBBS and they have become qualified medical experts. So I have my friends in Tura who are doctors, I have my friends in Dubai who are doctors, I have my friends in Shillong who are doctors. So the different parts of the world, my friends are there. So whenever I need any medical help, I can just text them, I can just call them, and I can ask like what to do in this kind of situation. So this is what they are saying. So suppose if you are having any family or relative or friends or neighbors, uncle, aunties who are doctors, then you should invite them or request them to be like a family doctor to you, which means whatever problems you have, you should always go to that particular family physician. All right, so this is much better than selecting a specialist on your own. So referring or seeing a family doctor is always better than going on your own. So in the absence of proper advice by competent person, the consumer is likely to fall prey to quack. See here, this important word is coming here, quack, right? Quack. So generally, see, shall we see in Google who are quacks? Let us see once. Who are quacks? Let us see. Who are quacks? So information is not given much here, but you will know who are quacks as I explained to you in detail. Alright, so I will explain to you who are quacks. Quack doctor meaning, see here, unqualified person who claims medical knowledge or skill. So who are quacks? Quacks are the people who are pretending to be doctors by themselves, but they are not doctors actually. So let us see, I will explain. Wait. So generally, people who turn to quack are, now you see there are many types of people. So some type of people who turn to quacks or who become a victim by visiting the quack are people who do not know the difference between a qualified medical practitioner and quack. See, you as a person, you have to know, your parents should know who is a qualified doctor and who is a quack. So you have to differentiate between the two, right? Those who are mentally disturbed and who, even when told by qualified professional practitioner that they do not have any problem, continue to show anxiety about their health. See, many people, what happens is that suppose you're going for malaria test and suppose your report comes negative, then you get angry because why? They have taken the money, they have taken 1,000 from you to test your malaria, but then what happened? You are negative, which means you do not have malaria, right? So we feel sometimes we feel irritated that so much money I have paid, but then see my report is negative. We feel like they have not checked it nicely, right? And then what do? We go to another doctor, quacks, right? So those doctors who are unqualified are known as quacks. Now see, those who are, alright, point number C now. You see point number C. So those individuals with terminal stages of diseases like cancer, who would rather like to accept misconceptions and half-truth from quacks than the truth from a qualified physician. See, cancer patients, see, we all know that cancer have no treatment, right? Nobody can be fully treated if he or she is suffering from cancer. So it is a very, very dangerous and a deadly disease, right? So there are, suppose somebody went to a doctor and he or she is suffering from cancer, then the doctor might straight away say that yes, you are suffering from cancer and this is not curable, it cannot be cured, the only thing you can do is this and that, the doctor might say. But the person who was suffering is not ready to believe what the qualified doctor says. So what he or she will do, they will go to another doctor who unfortunately might happen to be a quack. So that person might say yes, you can be treated, cancer is not a big problem, don't worry, I will treat you, you take my medicines you take all the medicines, all the all the do's and don'ts I tell you, you follow them, and you will be cured completely. You don't have to be scared. So the people, normal people, we feel good, right, when somebody says don't worry, you will be cured. But there are certain things which might not be cured, and the quacks, the unqualified people might claim themselves to be a qualified doctor, and they may pretend to be a medical expert and give you misconception, they may give you false hope. All right, so don't fall prey to this kind of unqualified doctors. A false ray of hope, see, they also said a false ray of hope is like mirage, leads them to the money making trap of quacks. This is what I said just now. Suppose if somebody is suffering from cancer and he or she knows that they might not be treated, they cannot be treated, and still they believe to go to the quacks or the unqualified doctors, then they are just wasting their money, right? That doctor might ask them to go to the hospital and do the scanning, do this and that, do the MRI, and do different type of chemotherapies, right? So why is he asking you to go to the clinic and do all this? Because the doctors, that kind of doctors, they have the link between themselves and with that kind of money making clinics, right? So that's why they do that, right? So don't fall prey. Alright, see, quacks and quackery. So here we will study in detail about who are quacks and what do they do. So quacks are people with no special training or license. See, these people, they do not even have license. So last time I went to East Garo Hills, William Nagar, and I saw some people in Songsak. They are sitting with teeth. So they are pretending like if they are expert, and they can they can implant the teeth in the people who are suffering from tooth problem. So don't fall prey to this kind of people. These are some of the examples of quacks. So these people can be called as quacks because they are not medical experts. They know nothing about the root of the tooth decay, or they know nothing about the tooth or the roots of the tooth, the root canals. They know nothing about all this, and they just for the sake of making money, they are there sitting and they are like, come, we can treat your teeth, or we can give you new teeth, or we can implant the new teeth. So these kind of things are done. All right, so these are quacks. Why quacks? Because they do not have any license. All right, they're just sitting there for making money. So but they usually possess most of the qualities which a patient usually expects in a good physician. They are generally well dressed. See, these kind of people, they dress up well, they are very neat, clean, they look healthy, they are kind, they are patient and sympathetic towards the patient they are dealing with. See, the example I have given about the dentist or the tooth people who are sitting and implanting the tooth, they are just a simple example. All right, but there are other types of doctors, the quacks, who are sitting and giving the unqualified treatments. So they give their patients sufficient time to tell their problem. So what do? They give the opportunity to the patient to speak what they are suffering from. Even educated people are caught in the trap of many times. They deprive their customers of proper treatment or medical care well in time, which means they might even cause their life. See, now what happens is that if you are completely believing these quacks, sometimes it might so happen, unfortunately, that it can even cost the life of that person. That person might even die. Alright, so that's why always go to the medical expert, always go to the qualified doctors. Don't go to this and that, here and there. Just don't go blindly. So a quack will never turn down his customer provided a customer can pay. See, now whatever problem you have, you go and tell to that unqualified fellow. He will say yes, this can be treated, don't worry, you pay this much and I can cure this. No, don't believe them. Alright, maximum of the time you should not believe them. These quacks can be classified into two types. See, there are two types of quacks. One is an uninformed quack and another one is deluded quack. Uninformed quack and deluded quack. Now, an uninformed quack has very little knowledge about what he or she intends to treat. See, ununiformed fellow is somebody, ununiformed quack is someone who have very little knowledge about what he or she is going to treat. However, she may not know that she knows nothing. A deluded quack. So even if that person, the uninformed quack, they might have very little knowledge, but still they do not by themselves only know that they are lacking the information. However, a deluded quack on the other hand may have some education. So a deluded quack may have some education, right, including some medical training also. See, smart, na? Medical training also they might have. However, he or she may have little or no knowledge of conditions and illness he or she treats, but still they might not have the knowledge of conditions or illness they are treating. So are you not scared of this type of people? So a limited knowledge of research and little information of the difficulties that may be associated with a person's illness, this type of quack uses scientific sounding jargons to impress his customers. Many such quacks practice medicines under the garbs of registered medical practitioners. See, recently, last time, even in Assam, some doctors were caught who are, using fake MBBS degrees and treating the patients for 30 years, 20 years, like that. So you have to be very, very careful, these days. And recently I heard from some people, they were putting in their WhatsApp status regarding the, something, how to say that, in Dudhnoi, like some doctors, they are, what term they used last time, I forgot, but smuggling or something they were saying about organs of the patient, something like that I heard. Of course, there are sometimes the fake news are there, people are just making fun, but whatever it is, you have to be very, very careful. And my dear students, I would like all of you to watch a movie that is Gabbar is Back. So please, my dear students, you watch the movie Gabbar is Back. There you will know how the medical system functions, alright? So this is my suggestion. Please watch the movie Gabbar is Back by Akshay Kumar, alright? Watch that movie. You will enjoy. You will enjoy as well as you will get to learn many things. Now, under such circumstances, it becomes necessary to look for some indicators which may help us identifying a quack. Now see, you might say, sir, you have told many things about quacks, yes, this and that, but how actually are we going to identify? How will I know if that person is quack or if that person is a professional doctor? How will I know? So here are some of the hint given, right? So claims a secret or exclusive formula or machine can cure disease. See, they say what? They will say this particular medicine will cure your disease, or this is a magic, or this is a, machine can cure disease. Claims a secret or exclusive formula or machine can cure disease. So these are the tags or the jargons they will use, alright, in order to impress you. Now, this is just a small this one of just photo, right? You just watch for yourself this one, what is written here. So these are the different type of doctors and the diseases they treat, it's given here, right? So they claims cure all preparations as having blessings of saints and sages. See, they say they can treat all types of diseases as if they are blessed, or they have the blessings of the saint, sadhus, right? Uses psychological suggestions to use their worthless remedies. Say, what do? They play with the psychology, your psychology and my psychology. They will understand, they will read your mind, they will read my mind, and they will play their game. Now, guarantees a quick cure within a specific time limit, usually on a contract basis. See, they will also say, yes, by 3 months you take this and you'll be fine, like that. Then they advertises or uses case histories and testimonials. See, they will also use, they will also say, this person, this person was suffering from cancer, and see, now that person is fine, he is running. This person was suffering from gallbladder, now see, his stone is gone, gallbladder stone is gone. So this kind of words they say, so don't believe them, don't trust them. So now next one is asserts that modern medicine and surgery will cause more harm. So they will say what? They will say that don't use this kind of professional medicines or professional remedies, it will cause many side effects, they will say to you, right? So you have to be careful. Now they will claim claims cure in almost all the conditions, even for such health conditions which may not be curable. So they will even lie to you, like suppose there are certain diseases which are not curable, like AIDS is not curable, then cancer is not curable. So these type of quacks will say no, cancer can be treated and AIDS can be treated. This they might say to you, they might say like this to you, right? Because they are just trying to fool you, and they are just trying to take away your money. Now, thus, medical quackery may be defined as the practice of the art of healing by people who are not qualified to practice them. Application of worthless methods, whether by unqualified practitioners or by those who are qualified. So, thus, medical quackery may be defined as the practice of the art of healing by people who are not qualified to practice them. Applications of worthless methods, whether by unqualified practitioner or by those who are qualified, by education and training, and distribution of drugs and devices which are worthless for the purpose for which they are offered. Medical quackery is the meanest crime. See, it is a crime, alright? It wastes a sick person's valuable time who could otherwise be saved if treated by a qualified medical practitioner. See, now quackery is very, very dangerous. It is very, very risky. So don't fall prey to quacks, my dear students. Also inform your parents that trust only the doctors whom you can really trust, who are medical experts, who have studied MBBS, who have studied MD, who have studied MBBS, who have studied MD, who have studied MS. So trust them only, alright? Don't just randomly trust any doctors, and don't waste your time, money, and your life believing this kind of doctors. So as soon as possible, go to the experts, go to the trusted doctors. Don't just go to doctors who are sitting in the market and they will say, oh, you are having back pain, take this oil. You are having tooth pain, take this oil. You are having leg pain, take this, take that. So don't believe them, right? Those are the type of quacks which you will find almost everywhere these days. So they just want to make money, right? So these are certain things for you to do, so you do it for yourself, right? So I think this is all in this video. So thank you everyone for staying connected with the show.